Welcome to Lesson 1, Identify Strengths and Needs. Are you ready to learn how to set goals? Let's begin. But first, let's talk about the rules. Rule number 1, have your listening ears turned on. Rule number 2, be ready to think and then say or point to an answer when you see this emblem about think, then say or point. Also, you'll see a symbol like this down in the bottom left-hand corner. That means you have some choices to make, so make some choices. Say your answers out loud or point to them on your screen. Okay, you know the rules. Let's get started. You will learn about goal setting. This is important because you can learn to be independent and successful at school. Welcome to your goal setting lessons. There are 3 parts to goal setting lessons. Part 1 is set a goal. Part 2 is make a plan. And part 3 is adjust the plan. Say it with me this time. Part 1 is set a goal. Part 2 is make a plan. And part 3 is adjust the plan. Say it by yourself this time. Part 1 is set a goal. Part 2 is make a plan. And part 3 is adjust the plan. Nice job. For the next few days, you're going to be working on part 1 or set a goal. When you are setting a goal, you ask yourself the question, what is my goal? What question do you ask when you're setting a goal? What is my goal? Your turn now. What question do you ask yourself when you're setting a goal? Is it A, what is my goal, or B, what is my plan? Make your selection now, A or B. Point to a choice. If you said A, what is my goal? Great job. You're exactly right. If you said B, what is my plan? Make the change. Change your answer and say, what question you ask yourself when you're setting a goal? What is my goal? Say it with me this time. What is my goal? Nice job. So a goal is defined as something that you want to achieve or a target to meet. Read this with me. A goal is something you want to achieve or a target to meet. Say it by yourself this time. Nice job. Here are some examples of what kind of goals you might set at school. At school, my goals might be, I should begin working immediately and continue working until the task is complete, or I will speak respectfully to adults and peers. We're going to be focusing on one of these goals. Let's review. What is a goal? Say it with me. A goal is something you want to achieve or a target to meet. Say it by yourself this time. Great job. A goal is something you want to achieve or a target to meet. Now, it's time to set your behavior goal based on your strengths and needs. But first, what are strengths? Let's define strengths. Strengths can help us remember about being very strong and lifting strong weights because they are tasks or actions that you do well. Say it with me. Strengths are tasks or actions you do well. Say it by yourself. Strengths are tasks or actions you do well. Nice job. Here are some examples of strengths. I keep my hands to myself. I listen to my teacher and raise my hand to answer. I am a good friend. These are 3 examples of strengths, but there are plenty of other strengths. So feel free to think about what kind of strengths you have, because next I would like for you to name 2 tasks or actions that you do well. I want you to find 2 strengths. You can use some examples that I've given you, or you can think of others. Make your selection now. Please decide on 2 strengths, 2 tasks or actions that you do well. Have you made your choice? Have you found 2 strengths that you do well? Great job. To set your behavior goal, next we must consider, what are your needs? Needs are tasks or actions that you can improve on or get help with. So think about having some needs and what kind of needs you might need help with. Here are some examples. I need to speak respectfully to adults and peers, saying words like please, thank you, being a good friend, right? I need to start my work right away and stay on task until my work is finished, or I need to eliminate distractions and remain focused on my work. Here are some examples of needs, but there again are plenty of other places that we can need help with or improve on. So finally, we're going to think about one task or action that you need help with. You can use one of the examples here, or you can think of something else, which is an example of a need that you might be wanting to focus on. An area of need, or tasks or actions that you need help with. Make your selection now. Have you decided on one task or action that you need help with? Nice job. It's time to review. Remember, the 3 parts of goal setting are, say them with me. Part 1, set a goal. Part 2, make a plan. And Part 3, adjust the plan. Say them by yourself this time. Part 1, set a goal. Part 2, make a plan. And Part 3, adjust the plan. Great job. Let's review about the definition of goal. A goal is something you want to achieve or a target to meet. Say it with me this time. A goal is something you want to achieve or a target to meet. Say it by yourself this time. A goal is something you want to achieve or a target to meet. Excellent. Last review question is reviewing what strengths and needs are. Listen to me first. Strengths are tasks or actions you do well. Thumbs up for strengths. You say it with me this time. Strengths are tasks or actions that you do well. Show me thumbs up for strengths. And say it by yourself this time. Strengths are tasks or actions that you do well. Thumbs up for strengths. Next is needs. Needs are tasks or actions that you can improve on or get help with. Say it with me this time. Needs are tasks or actions you can improve on or get help with. Say it by yourself. Good. Arms up for needs. Great job today with your goal setting lessons. You're all done. Next, you need to take the SDLMI probe. This is a quiz. You're going to see a lot of the same questions that we just talked about. So start thinking about what you're learning about in your lesson to help you answer the questions on the quiz. Great job today.